Did you know that loneliness can be as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day? That's how powerful human connection is, and yet most of us scroll, stream, or stress our way through the day without even checking in on the people who matter most. Imagine how a simple daily habit, just reaching out to a loved one, could boost your health, strengthen your finances, and add genuine joy to your life. Welcome to the Big Daddy's Big Tips podcast, the daily podcast helping everyday people go from feeling stuck to building momentum, confidence, and freedom, one small daily step at a time. This is not a podcast about hacks. It's not a podcast about hustle. It's about the quiet power of habit-driven lifestyle design, where your health, wealth, and happiness are upgraded slowly and sustainably through what you do today, what you do tomorrow, and what you do the day after that. Because it is not the handful of big decisions that shape your life. It's the thousands of tiny ones you make each and every day. What you eat, how you move, what you buy, what you say yes to, who you spend time with, how you react to situations. Ultimately, it's about what I like to call your daily wins versus your daily drifts. And every single decision that you make in your day creates a ripple effect. That ripple will either be a positive one, taking your life in the right direction, or a negative one, taking you in the wrong direction. The right direction takes you towards a future you that's flourishing and thriving, but the wrong direction results in you feeling stuck. And feeling stuck will mean different things to different people. It could be constantly feeling tired. It could be having trouble with sleep. It could be not liking the reflection that you see in the mirror. It could be the aches and pains that just don't go away, or simply lacking the energy to do the things you want to do. It might mean living paycheck to paycheck. It could be never quite getting on top of your debt. Maybe it's struggling to budget or struggling to save, or feeling like your earning potential is capped. Maybe it's knowing that you should invest for the future, but never quite getting round to taking any action. Being stuck can often also be about what's missing on the inside. That might be a lack of purpose or low self-worth. It could be stress, anxiety, strained relationships, feeling like you're just going through the motions, or even struggling to be present with the people that you care about. The truth is, whatever form stuck takes, it always feels heavy. It slows you down, it clouds your decisions, and it convinces you that change has to be too big or too overwhelming. But what I want you to know, and what this podcast is all about, is that you don't need a dramatic leap to escape feeling stuck. You just need to start redirecting your life's journey by changing your ripple effects. And we do this one daily win at a time. Because whether your ripple effects are working for you or against you, they may seem invisible at first. They'll be barely noticeable after a few weeks. But as the months and years roll by, they become too big to ignore. And where you find yourself today is the result of your life journey thus far. You've been taken on that journey because of the ripples that you've created. And the ripples that you've created have been the result of the thousands of micro decisions you've made each day. The decisions you've made each day are the result of how well primed your body has been on those days, or as I like to refer to it, how well primed your vessel has been. Look after your vessel, and making good decisions can be a lot easier. Choosing the daily wins can be a lot easier, but allow your vessel to build up rust, on the other hand, and you will find yourself more easily distracted by and more easily tempted by the bad daily decisions, the daily drifts. And I know what you might be thinking. Maybe you've tried to make changes in the past, but you started maybe too big, or you focused on one specific area of your life whilst the others slipped away. Maybe you think change has to be dramatic, or that you need to wait for the perfect time. Those are some of the same false beliefs that I had to break for myself. Because the truth is, the smallest daily shifts, when stacked in the right way, can change everything. And the beauty of the Big Daddy's Big Tip system is that you don't need to change everything. You just need to start priming your vessel a bit better. Guard what goes into your body, prioritize how you move your body, and prioritize how you rest your body. And every tip you hear from me is part of that system. part of that journey to help you better prime your vessel so that you can start shifting from daily drifts to daily wins, from noise to clarity, from feeling stuck to feeling free. Because the Big Daddy's Big Tips movement is not just about saving money, it's not just about getting fit. It's about creating a life that you can feel proud of by breaking down the overwhelming into the achievable and by getting there one daily step at a time. Now, picture this. You've had a long day. Maybe work was chaotic. Maybe life threw a few curveballs, as it likes to do. Your instinct is to collapse on the sofa, flick through your phone, switch on Netflix. But imagine instead that you pick up your phone and you call a family member. Or you text your best friend to say that you're grateful for them. Or you sit down for 10 minutes with your partner without distractions. Today's tip is simple but powerful. Make it a daily habit to connect with a loved one. Not just liking their post, not just sending them a meme, but truly connecting, even just for 1 minute. Most people underestimate how much connection fuels their overall well-being because it doesn't just affect your mood. It ripples through your health, your financial life, and your sense of purpose. So let's break it down. There was a point in time when I got caught up in the busy mode of work, chasing deadlines, ticking boxes, but not really checking in with the people around me. I told myself I'd catch up later, but later never comes. The truth then hit when a close friend said, "Mate, it's like you've gone quiet. Is everything okay?" And that question just reminded me that connection isn't something that you fit in when life slows down. It's something that you prioritize because life is busy. So now I make it a point. One call, one text, one chat, one action every day. It strengthens bonds, it gives me perspective, and it often sparks the very energy I thought I didn't have the time for. When you connect with a loved one, your body literally responds. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, gets released. This lowers cortisol levels, meaning less stress, less inflammation, better sleep, and even stronger immune function. Think about it. A 5-minute call with someone that you care about can lower your blood pressure more than an hour of doom scrolling ever could. Strong social connections are linked with lower likelihood of chronic illnesses, faster recoveries from setbacks, longer lifespans. You might not immediately link connection with wealth, but here's the truth. Your relationships massively influence your financial behavior. A supportive partner or a supportive friend can keep you accountable to your money goals. Talking through challenges helps you avoid impulsive decisions. And emotionally, when you feel connected, you're less likely to fill that void with spending on quick fixes, takeaway foods, retail therapy, or endless subscriptions. There's also a practical angle here. Networks and opportunities often flow through relationships. Staying connected with loved ones creates a web of support, a web of advice, a web of financial wisdom that you can draw on when needed. One genuine conversation can be worth more than 100 Google searches when it comes to making better life decisions. And here's the obvious but most important ripple. Connection makes us happier. Humans are wired for connection. When you nurture relationships, you feel less isolated, more understood, more fulfilled, more seen, more heard. That daily check-in, that text, that laugh, that conversation reminds you that you belong, that you matter, and that you're not doing life alone. Even on hard days, having someone to lean on can transform how you experience challenges. And on good days, sharing your wins multiplies the joy. Happiness is not just about what happens to you, it's about who you share it with. And this is why making connection a habit matters. Not a once-a-year catch-up, not a should-have-called moment, but a daily ripple, because the strongest relationships are not built in grand gestures. They're built in consistent, small acts of presence. And when you make this part of your daily wins, it's not just your loved ones who benefit. You do. You show up healthier, you show up wealthier in wisdom and support, and far happier than you would scrolling alone in silence. So if you'd like to lock this habit in and see the impact it could actually have in your life, I'd recommend getting your free copy of my Big Daddy's Foundation Blueprint. More than just a tracker, it's a system that shows you how small daily actions like this one stack up over time across your health, your wealth, and your happiness. You can use it to track your daily wins, you can use it to spot where you're drifting, and you can use it to watch your momentum build week by week. Because when you see it written down and when you start to measure your ripple, that's when it really starts to sink in. And that's when it becomes part of who you are. You can get your free copy from the link in my bio on Instagram. You can get it from my website or from the show notes below this episode. So if today's tip has got you thinking in any way, please share it, not just online, but with someone in your life who might need it too. Because our real change spreads when we pass it on, and your unique ripple effect may just be sparked when you have that conversation and share your new knowledge. Even better, try explaining the tip in your own words to somebody that you know, because if you can teach it, then you yourself are far more likely to remember it. And if you would like the full breakdown of this tip with extra examples, bonus strategies, and a free downloadable guide to help you implement it in your life, head over to Instagram, drop me the keyword in the show notes below this episode, and I will send you the free guide directly. This, when combined with a copy of my foundation blueprint, will stand you in very good stead for ingraining this tip into your unique schedule. So if this has sparked anything for you, come and hang out with me on Instagram and TikTok, where you'll find me every day at Big Daddy's Big Tips, sharing simple, high-impact tips to boost your health, wealth, and happiness simultaneously, one small daily win at a time. You'll also find weekly bingo cards to keep you motivated, free downloads to dive deeper and make that change easier, weekly go-lives that feel like a proper pep talk, and more honest chats just like this. Make sure you're following so you don't miss the next tip that could change everything. And if you've tried any of my tips so far, I would love to hear from you. Please send me a DM, please tag me in your progress. This is just the beginning. I want you to know how proud I am of you, and I want you to know that you are not going on this journey alone. If you need any help or are unsure in any way about implementing this tip or the benefits it can offer, then reach out and I'll be in touch to help. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. And please remember, your future does not change in one big leap. It changes in the next small step you take today. So why not start right now? Get that vessel primed, create those positive ripple effects, enjoy a truly life-changing journey, one small step at a time. I end each episode by asking you a question that you can answer in the comments below, and today's question is this. Who could you reach out to today to spark a meaningful connection, and how might it change both of your days? Have a think and let me know what springs to mind in the comments below, because I would love to hear from you. Big love, Big Daddy.